Hello, my friend, and welcome. I'm so glad you could stop by today. This is what should be our final trip to the asylum. So, we have a lot to catch up on and a lot to do today, so let's just jump right into things. All right, first and foremost, you will notice we have completed another aspiration. Now, I did not intend to do this off camera, it's just that the opportunity arose and I had to take it. Because if you remember me talking about the fact that I needed to mentor someone in music in order to complete it, and I had to wait for someone to actually use the piano in that time. Now, you have to be level 10 skill in an instrument in order to be able to mentor. So I was very lucky that just after reaching level 10, when I was just about to kind of go, okay, I'm going to stop working on this aspiration, our pal Damien here sat down at I keep wanting to say computer, at the piano, and I was able to have her mentor him. So I took advantage of that moment right then and there and completed the aspiration. I was not set up for recording at the time, so I didn't catch that on camera, and I really wish I did because I wanted to get at least the completion of each aspiration on camera. But I was also thinking that I only had 2 aspirations complete at this point, completely forgetting that we had actually completed another one already at some point, and I need to figure out where that was again. All right, so we were working on the bodybuilder, which we have 2 levels done. We have creativity, where we now have painter and musical genius both done. And best-selling author, we have the first 3 levels completed. In deviance, we completed the public enemy. So that is 3 aspirations done there. And we are nearly complete in multiple aspirations. I am going to continue to work between the different aspirations because I don't know which one we're going to actually be able to complete. And the reasoning for that is, especially with the new system of burnouts and just generally, like, they seem more like they're having writer's block, things like that. I can't stay working on any one aspiration in order to wipe it out, So we are just working back and forth between all of these different aspirations and hoping that at some point we can complete something. All right, I actually didn't mean to select that particular one. The one I've been really trying to focus on right now is under knowledge, the nerd brain. As you can see, she has completed the rocket back here, and we just need to launch or upgrade a couple more times. I have been focusing on just upgrades because I didn't want to have her launch for the first time off camera. So that is what's happening there. We are having some issues with Anaya's hair, and this is really beginning to annoy me because I actually went through and changed her hair in Create a Sim, and one of her outfits seems to work, but none of the others do. It keeps reverting back. So this is just something I guess we're going to have to deal with. Also, as mentioned, if you've watched my previous videos from this week or so, I, over the holiday break, took every mod and Create a Sim item and build item, everything, out of my mod folder, deleted it, and started fresh. So there were a few things that kind of got lost in that, transition time, as it always does, and I always expect that. So, there was a few little minor changes. This household was not hit as badly as some of my others, but I did make just a few little tiny adjustments. We have some new things for the pets. I did bring in, I think, that new pet feeder at our last episode. Things that I didn't think affected the actual environment or anything like that. We do have new litter boxes that are automated. Yes, that does kind of affect the environment, but I think sometimes but the fact that we're at 3 aspiration levels, wow, words again today. The fact that we have 3 aspirations completed and we are nearly completed on several others, I think we've earned the ability to have automated litter boxes because pets are not even supposed to be a part of this challenge in the first place. So I think we can let that one go, right? All right. The bed is also fully upgraded thanks to her handiness skill. I don't know if I have actually pointed that out at any point. And whenever we can, I have her buy a better mattress so that makes it more comfortable. So it's an expense that they're using. And yeah, we also are making considerable amount of money from all of the different things that we have going at once here. She's got uh, her books, she has songs that she's written, just lots of royalties coming in. So that's definitely helping our finances. And then on top of it is all of the dragon fruit out here, which are having some kind of moment because we had one like reset and another one is regrowing over here. We did have a fire at one point in, I think, the last episode, so that may be where we lost some. Oh, minor little thing too. The fence that I had here, I apparently deleted. Didn't realize I was using a custom fence there. So that's a new fence. I actually think it looks better. And I kind of added some additional foliage and landscaping, making it look a little bit more lush and nice. It does get a little complicated for the cats to get in over there, but they have plenty of other ways to enter the building, so I think they'll be okay. But yeah, so overall, just making little improvements as we go along, making it look like they truly are progressing. So we're gonna hop in here. She's, of course, sleeping as I start the day. And all right, so actually, we should be able to get her up soon. And I'm going to have her work once again on upgrading, and been kind of working from the most expensive on up. So we're going to get her working on those upgrades. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and wake her up, let some of the others get in there and do something. Oh, that's the thing I forgot to mention also. You may have noticed that everybody now has a new uniform, I guess. A little bit of an upgrade there, something a little more comfortable, a little less clinical, and something giving us more of the vibes of a spa than an asylum. So just again an improvement for our patients here. The things are definitely moving up, and this is becoming less prison like and more like a genuine helpful spa like hospital. So we're going to let her work on this and we'll check back soon. Well, we did just unlock the techie lifestyle, which should make this a little easier for Marley to complete things. I think maybe she'll burn out a little less from working on this. And oh yeah, rebate day worked out well because I actually bought a bunch of things making these improvements. So everybody's happy around here. Just as a reminder that Damien, though we have been developing a bit of a friendship with him, is still a massive pain in our rear. We had to stop out here not only because of the rain, which she was handling pretty decently, but because Damien decided to come out right behind her and turn. So yeah, we're stuck kind of in the bathroom just freaking out about everything. Oh, wait, we're going to run out here. Go here. Yeah, and I'm going to... Okay, oh yeah, Anaya was in the middle of a midlife crisis. Probably a crisis over that hair situation, but I'm going to switch our aspiration over to the weather one here. The weather? Right. The botany one. And we're going to go ahead and harvest all of these. Hopefully we can get that done before he chases us down. It seems like as we have become more friendly with Damien, he's more likely to follow us around. So that's kind of a little bit annoying. But hopefully we can get some things done here while he hangs out there. And there is, I'm going to show you the royalty report. As you can see, we have multiple things. And yeah, some of them I did actually leave the generic name there. Yeah, nothing too crazy, but Anyway, she is finishing that up. I am still trying to get to the skill level where she can... Okay, she can take a cutting now. Now, I had been keeping... Let's see. We'll take a cutting... Oh, we'll go ahead and evolve, because we get more for that. And, okay, yeah, I can take a cutting here, but I actually want to take a cutting of another plant. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this here and hope that we get a trash plant again. I had 2 trash plants out here because I had let them just develop into trash plants. So I'm going to let that develop again and see if we can then use that for a cutting. But all right, looks like Damien is over his moment, so we're going to go ahead and make something for everybody to eat. And I have been way off schedule on checking what everybody is at. So while she's making the meal, oh, we actually have some trash plants. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and drag these out here so that she will be able to plant them when she's done preparing meals. And okay, it looks like we have quite a bit we can transfer. Okay, sell. There you go. So we're going to transfer this over here. Something I think I forgot to mention also with this particular group, I've done it and mentioned it in other saves and tried to clarify. I have readjusted my age settings back to standard normal length. I have removed the settings in MC Command Center where I was giving us a longer lifespan, and now we are living on just a standard normal lifespan. We have a cat sleeping in our French toast. Well, oh well. With that many cats around, you know, a little cat in your French toast is just another day, you know? You deal with it. Hopefully we can get control of the bed after we eat, and she can get some sleep, and then we'll have her plant these afterwards. We are definitely not eating the trash fruit. All right, we'll hopefully check back in again, and hopefully we don't have another moment with Damien that slows us down once again. As she was going to bed, I realized I forgot to mention yet another upgrade was the additional treadmill and a slightly upgraded version of this so that we have the matching set. And yeah, we have just reached the point that this mattress is used, so we're going to have her buy a better one, and we're going to back away so we can't hear the cats while she sleeps. Alright, so I think what we're going to do is now switch to doing a bit of writing. She has been in the middle of her latest book, Journey to Sixum, for quite a while now, so I'm hoping that we can get that one completed. This has probably been one of the harder final parts to complete because we have... Okay, why did that not take that? Did I just... Check. Oh, you're already... Yeah. Oh, now it's okay then. So as you can see, we have not made any bestsellers, which I do have the fix in to help with that. There is a bit of an issue with this particular aspiration, and in the fact that there's a bug that makes it basically impossible to complete a bestseller. So I do have the fix in for that from Einor's Bienchen. I think it's also like Sims for Me or something like that is the other username that she goes by. It's on her website as well, but there's just a bug fix for that, and I'm making use of that. But even with that in, we have written about 3 or 4 books since we reached this level, and the best we've done is an excellent. So I do try to keep making sure she's in an inspired or very good mood, but we're just not getting there, and yeah, not having the greatest luck with that part. But I have to, as I mentioned, keep moving around because she does keep burning out from each sort of thing, and it's getting kind of complicated. Also, this spot on the floor, I have done the clean floor, I have vacuumed, I have done everything I can, and this spot just refuses to like go away. I don't know what it is. So we're gonna have to live with it. I did notice that these are growing already, and I did have her get cuttings. So as soon as one of these is big enough, we're gonna go ahead and get more, and I need to plant a third one because we need to splice 3 plants. So all of this is in progress. As you can see, it gives you just a general idea of the back and forth play that I've been going through offline, trying to get all of them closer and hopefully just complete that final one that lets us end this challenge once and for all. And once again, Journey to Sixum is an excellent quality book, so no such luck this time. It looks like we're going to move over back out here to working on the upgrades and hope that the rain doesn't bother her too much. This is where it would have been very nice to be able to actually use the aspiration points, because what I tend to do with a lot of my Sims is give them the waterproof trait, and then they don't get upset about being out in the rain. But because we can't use all these wonderful satisfaction points, she's just going to have to suffer. While she's powering away in the rain, it just refuses to stop raining, but we are almost completed with what should be our 4th upgrade. I don't remember if it was counting it before or as we started it, or if it actually adjusts that after. But anyway, one thing too that I noticed when I was going to sell her latest book, I had forgotten to license the songs. So we do finally now have one of her songs showing up in the royalty report. So we are making even more simoleons per day or whatever it is. And so I think finances will definitely not be an issue anymore in this asylum, but we're getting close. We're getting so close to being able to get another level done here. After that, then it's just level 10 logic and upgrade some objects. That's going to be easy compared to this. Okay, earthquake. I wouldn't personally continue working on a rocket when there's an earthquake, but you know, you do you, boo. But yes, we do have 4 out of 5, so we just need to do one more upgrade. I'm feeling like this is probably going to be our final moment, you know, the one that finally ends this challenge, because she's just generally seems to have more of an affinity to this particular thing. I don't know if it fits her, you know, her brain and the way she works or what, but she definitely enjoys doing this. Now it's saying to continue, even though we're seeing, I wonder if she even has to do that. I think for the next one, we're going to go ahead and launch it just to let her experience that, because I want us to see it too. It's raining once again, and Damien is having a moment once again, so I think it's time to escape. Now, I'm not sure if our usual asylum rules apply here. She's supposed to stay on the grounds except for outside of her, or, you know, for job issues, or, you know, things where she has to do things for her job, or she can leave during curfew times. Now, would she technically, she would be in the airspace above the asylum, you know, so does that still count? We're going to assume it does. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and have her explore space, hopefully in an effort to not only escape Damien's moment over here, but to, you know, complete the 3rd level of this aspiration. Here she goes. Yep. Oh, there you go. Now we're in a proper outfit. I was gonna say. And she's off. Alright, something's alive. Rattle, rattle, crash. Marley is on the way back from the Comet ESLN flea market when she hears banging inside her rocket ship's cargo hold. She thinks back through recent salvage efforts. Nothing living, certainly. Should Marley call out or try to take whatever it is by surprise? I think she's going to call out. No reply. Marley picks up a piece of metal pipe and shouts. Anybody there? The rattling stops. Silence. She calls again. Again, there's no response. Whatever's in there doesn't want to be found. Marley has two choices. She can brace the door shut or go in swinging. Oh, she's going in swinging. Not dead after all. Grasping the pipe tighter, Marley crashes through the hold door and swings wildly. Something small and orange scampers behind a crate. Scanning the room, Marley sees that a display for a taxidermied alien she found is empty. "Don't hurt me," a tiny voice cries. 4 eyes peek from behind the crate. Marley lowers the pipe. The stowaway. Marley should have known that the alien statue was too good a bargain. The creature isn't dead. It's just a stupid juvenile that was dared by its big brother to pretend. Now it wants a joyride around the galaxy and a free lift home. Marley knows she should get charged with alien. Marley knows she could get charged with alien napping, but it's hard to refuse for pleading eyes. Oh, we're gonna take that joyride. Joyride in space. Yeehaw! Nothing like a wide-eyed kid to make Marley feel like a hero. And with 4 eyes, the effect is doubled. After a speed race around planet Tumutu and a few stellar flips, she deposits 4 eyes at home and receives a nice reward from its mom. And with that, we return home, and hopefully that will count. There we go. We have completed the next level. So now we just need to fix or upgrade 5 objects. Now, most likely, because we have been doing so much upgrading around here, I will kind of probably need to buy something new. I do have one thing I can fix. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I don't know how well that's going to work with Damien having one of his moments here, but we will try. And getting to the level 10 logic skill, that's going to be a little bit harder, but we do have our chess table here. Yeah, she's not going to be into this right now. So we will have to wait and check back in. In the meantime, I think I'm going to have her come out here and graft one of these onto here. I'm just in case we have any issues with completing this. I don't want to stop doing the other things, so I'm just switching over real quick like. At this point, she could practically be a super sim with all the different things that she knows how to do, but we didn't really do it in proper super sim kind of order, so yeah. Alright, and I'm going to have her take another cutting from this one. Okay, that's not going to count, apparently. That's kind of frustrating. Maybe it does not count when we use the... Maybe it doesn't count. It should. We still have grafting as an option, so that should be counting. It could just be an issue, with everything in this where there's constantly various issues. Okay, now that one counted as 1. Even though we did this one also. Interesting. Well, we'll let her work on this to avoid Damien, and once Damien is... Okay, Damien's actually out of his mood, so once I have her finish that, then we'll go ahead and switch her aspiration. Actually, I can do that now because the gardening one isn't one that depends on us having it on it. So we're going to switch her back over to Nerd Brain and have her repair this. Alright. Yeah, we actually have quite a bit in here that keeps needing... I'm going to actually stop you for now, so we can focus on the one that we're doing. And let's see. Okay, we can salvage parts, but I think we're going to have to buy parts and do further upgrades on this computer. We do have 2 more, the fuel cell. So we could do 1 more upgrade there. Oh, we actually still have these 2 that could be... So electronic and eco upgrade parts. Okay. So let's see if we can do any... Oops, we're going to pause you for a moment. We're going to see here. what we need for upgrades. Okay, so we need electronic upgrade parts. So this we need 2. That would be 4, 8. Okay, and then so we need at least 8 there. Oh, I can't upgrade when somebody's on it. Can't upgrade that at all. Let's see, can this be upgraded? There's certain things that I never really thought about whether or not they could be upgraded, so that's kind of what I'm looking around for. Can I upgrade a lamp? Probably not. Does this count as upgrades? Yeah, I could continue doing that upgrade and see if that works as well. So first I'm going to order the parts. So we're going to get some... I'm not personally a fan of a lot of the eco upgrades, but for the purpose of this challenge, I will happily do that to... Okay, why am I missing order? Let's see. Purchase parts. My goodness, we have too many. We even have marbles in here now. I keep forgetting about that. I haven't actually played with marbles or done the hopscotch yet. So I'm gonna buy a bunch of parts. We have plenty of money. It was electric upgrade parts as well. So we'll make sure we have plenty of things to do all of this. Let's see if we can make those upgrades. So we have 1 fixed done. We just need to do 4 more. So actually with all of these upgrades available, that should be enough in itself just to upgrade the computer. So I'm going to have her run through those while she still has the energy, and she's not too hungry yet, so we'll see what we can get done. Well, lucky for us, the shower actually broke, so she has that to upgrade. And I also noticed that the fridge has multiple upgrades still available on it. I thought I had fully upgraded the fridge, but apparently not. So I'm going to go ahead and have her do one of those and then make a meal and probably get back to upgrading. So, alright, so she is confidently walking off to do her final upgrade of objects, and then we're going to just sit and play chess. I think we're going to play with Damien because he tends to enjoy playing with us, and she seems to... Wow, that was a really quick upgrade. She seems to play for longer when we do that. So as you can see, she is just now starting level 9. So we have a ways... or level 8, sorry. So we have a long ways to go. Well, after many painful hours, almost feels like in real time, we are finally at level 9 and on our way to level 10. Let's hope that this goes faster as she moves up. She's focused now, and it does seem to be moving a little faster when she's focused. So I'm trying to take advantage of that while she's in it and keep pushing her to the limits and bringing her back as soon as I get her needs back in order. But we will see. It doesn't seem like anyone wants to keep playing with her, so I just keep letting her stand here or sit here and play. I am seeing Damien about to go into one of his moods, so that's not great for us. But crossing our fingers that this does not take too much longer, because this, for hours, is not fun. Alright, we're almost at 50% complete with this level, and he had a moment, Damien he like changed, and then he just now changed right back. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but I was going to take her 50% because I'm pushing her needs a bit here. And what I have her prepared to do is one of the grand meals. I figured, you know, this is probably going to be the final meal that she makes for everyone, so I want it to be a good one. Now I need her to get up from her seat. Alright, now we're getting ghosts, and, okay. She can't normally see ghosts, so I'm not sure why Madison is visible. Royalty reports coming in. She just refuses to get up. She's like, I am done with this place. I'm just gonna sit here and work on it. We just made double today on her song, so I'm not sure what happened there, but it just became very valuable. I gotta reset her or something, because she is like stuck in that. I do understand. I'm kind of ready to be done too. The thing is that it's not so much Marley herself. It's actually been more of an issue with Damien being just a pain in the. Oh, you were gonna flush it first. Understandable. All right, come and use it. Get it before you wet yourself. All right. Hopefully, she has the energy to get through making a grand meal. Um, I don't know that it's actually part of the game, but it would be really funny if it actually takes a lot more energy to make a grand meal, because it certainly does in real life. So, alright, let's make that meal. Let's enjoy, hopefully, our final meal with the Asylum guests. And holy cow, Anaya, you need to take some kind of shower. Like yesterday. How are you guys hungry again? You have food. It's full. Yeah, I'd be annoyed with them screaming at me too, but I'm kind of used to it. I have at least 2 cats, sometimes a third, who will, I always have 3 cats, but one of them in particular is very vocal. The other one can be quite vocal. And the youngest, not quite as vocal, but, certain things do encourage him to be a little more vocal. So, yeah, food is one of them. Food is a great motivator for the cats around here. Probably cats in general. That seems kind of like a solid statement for most cats. Okay, let's see. Let's get that meal out here. This is disgusting, by the way. Alright, here we go. We're gonna call everyone to meal. At least she didn't set it on the dirty counter this time. And then we're gonna sneak in here and get to bed after we eat. So there we go, folks, enjoying what should be her final meal with everyone here in the house. Yeah, it's an interesting assortment of characters for sure. And we will check back hopefully right before flipping over to that final percent. Alright, join me as we take these final moments to count it down. Once again, Damien is making it difficult because she wants to stop and talk to him because he's interrupting her, and so then she stops actually learning, and then we did try playing with him for a bit, but then he threw all the pieces all over the board, and that was the end of the game there. So, and yeah, we jump up and down too, which is a little weird and a little frustrating. But we are at 95% complete. We're back at 96. Okay, come on, you can do it. Just 4 more percent points. 97. This is so dramatic. 98. Now I'm gonna get this in real quick before she completes. I am not going to do the whole point system, but I will run through the stats with everybody and show you where we're at as she completes this. So there we go. It says 100% complete, so it should be registering. There we go. Alright, the most interesting sim in the world. We have a sim with 12 or more traits, and we have completed yet another aspiration. So I'm going to run into here. We're going to work our way through and show we have the Painter Extraordinaire is 1, Musical Genius for 2, and we came very close here with another one, but Public Enemy was our first one that we completed, so that gave us 3. And then over here in Knowledge, we have our Nerd Brain, which is the 4 required to complete the challenge. So I think we did very well, personally. And if we look at the reward store, we have 26,000 reward points available. So I think we're going to go ahead and take a look at what we can give her. I don't really feel like she needs things like Savant. Might have earned something like one of these, but I think I'd like to do something a little more fun or, useful for her future. I do feel like she probably would have become rather frugal. As I mentioned, I like to make my Sims able to deal with the weather, so that is waterproof. And then we can move back up there and we have the Storm Chaser one, which means that they're not afraid of storms. Marketable would make her things more valuable. And let's see. I think we've earned a little bit of a potion of youth, so we can age her back down. she is working toward elder at this point, so we'd like to take care of that. We'll make her heat proof and ice proof. I think at this point she will have become independent. She's pretty much tired of spending her time with everyone, and that just seems fair. I think we will give her the carefree trait because I feel that she will have earned that right. And I think after all this time around ghosts, she might have developed a little bit of interest in the paranormal. So that's just something I'm thinking of. I think maybe I will go ahead and do the savant, and that leaves us with 3,000, almost 4,000. I think we're going to go ahead and let her keep that one, or keep that much, and move on from there. So then moving over to her Simology panel, we'll just take a look at the traits that she has developed and that she started with. She is creative, evil, goofball, and neat. The evil she earned over time. Self-assured, I believe, was one she also earned over time. And erratic, they all have to be erratic. I think when I go into Create a Sim to give her a makeover, just as a heads up that I will be removing her evil and erratic traits. I feel like those no longer apply to her because she is moving on, has made improvements to her life. So you can see the traits that we just added. Now, something you might find interesting is all this time she actually did have a learning disability for writing, but she was a natural born comedian. She did gain the Handy from completing Nerd Brain. She got Piper from completing Musical Genius. She was actually a gifted video game player, which we really didn't take much advantage of. She got Mastermind from completing The Public Enemy, Expressionistic from completing The Painter, and she actually was not the greatest cook, which might explain why we had so much trouble getting proper dishes out of her. She got the Muser from choosing Creative Aspiration, and she would be happy to have a child, so maybe that's something we can see for her in the future. And she got Quick Learner from the Knowledge Aspiration. And through this all, she was living with a fear of death, a fear of ghosts, and a fear of failure. So I think she did pretty well, all things considered. Looking at her milestones, she did have a burnout at some point. She had a fire, a promotion at work, actually 3 self-discoveries, apparently. Looks like she had 3 jobs, but I don't remember her having 3 jobs, but I could be wrong. And somehow we adopted a pet. Don't know when we did that either, but we do have 3 enemies, so that's great for her. And let's see, she did start to lose the indoorsy trait, but she's single and loving it, and a techie. Bit of a bad reputation, but she's not in the spotlight, so it didn't matter too much. And then looking at her friendships, things with Tatum, still not great. I don't know that they will ever be good with them, but she did really have close relationships with those who are now ghosts in the family. But she was slowly beginning to develop a bit of a friendship with Damien, but I don't know. I feel like she would probably just want to leave this all behind. She has developed quite a set of skills, maxing out painting, logic, and piano, almost handiness, and actually quite high skills in several other things. So overall, I think she did really well. I wanted to take a look at the stats if I can remember where to find those. There we go. She's cooked 56 meals, taken 45 showers. I would swear many more than that, but 76 bathroom breaks. Now, see, and this is where I'm not sure on these stats, because I know anytime I had her go to the bathroom, I had her take a shower afterward. So these should be much closer than they are. Social events attended 529. What counts as a social event? Because she really never left the house. Never wooed. She's obeyed go-heres 16 times, fell asleep 110, won 3 fights, and eaten 79 meals. No bladder failures, amazingly. She has been singed 3 times, passed out twice, witnessed 24 fires, and 2 deaths. We did manage to complete 56 of her wants. She has been dazed 12 times, angry 4, bored once, confident 291, never been embarrassed, energized 3 times, flirty 5, focused 67, happy 88, inspired 378. That explains perhaps why she found the creative things so easy. 229 times she was playful. Sad only 11, which is actually pretty impressive. And even the 69 for times tense, that surprises me. I would have found that she would be tense a lot more, but the 121 uncomfortable definitely lines up. And we have no vampire accomplishments. So I am going to end here, but you will have a moment where you get to see Marley in her makeover and walking on out of this asylum. But I wanted to say thank you so much for stopping by today. It was great to have you here. If you had a good time, please consider liking, subscribing, or sharing with a friend. I'd love to hear your thoughts, ideas, things that we could do perhaps with Marley and move her on to a new challenge or a new Let's Play. If you have any ideas, just let me know in a comment down below. Have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you again real soon.